Here we go, boys.
Hi everyone, welcome to the episode 3 of Jill and Henry. The Henry and Jill podcast.
It's been a minute.
It has, in fact, been a minute.
It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
I take full responsibility for that.
Yeah, Jill's kind of slacker, and recently she's kind of been over it. It's just totally okay, I get it.
No, I'm over it. I've just been doing things, man.
Yeah, her other priorities just kind of outweigh me. And
No.
it's like totally okay, I get it, but...
They don't outweigh you. We just hang out and we never do the podcast.
Because I'm at her house, because she doesn't have a driver's license. She hasn't been to my house in probably months now.
Not months.
I think...
Literally like 2 weeks.
That's like months in our relationship.
Why?
We don't hang out for 2 weeks and it's like months.
We've hung out more just at my house.
But this... Okay, anyways. The point being, it's 2021 and she's like low-key moved on from me. But...
No, I haven't.
I'm trying to get her to come back. Her nails look good though, right, guys?
Thank you.
They're matte, that's what she told me.
Yeah, I feel them. They don't feel shiny.
They feel like paint. Can you peel them?
Mm-mm.
What happens if I like...
Don't do that. They'll rip off my entire nail.
Your whole nail?
Yeah, one time.
Don't say one time.
What do you mean?
I don't want to hear a story. I had to get my nail ripped
It's not
off.
from me. It's Talon. Okay, I work at a shoe store. And I have coworkers that have acrylic nails. And there are a lot of horror stories that happen with working at a shoe store and having acrylic nails, because you have to get the boxes out of the stock room, and sometimes they fall on the nails and they rip off your nail. So, yeah, that's basically it. My friend, like her first week of working here, or working at Journeys, she like dropped a shoebox on her pinky, and she had to go to the doctor and get like antibiotics because it was like all gross. Yeah, so I was kind of scared, and I have been wanting to do it again for months, but I've just been scared. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways.
What made you want to do
it? My nails have been looking a little ratchet lately. I pick at my nails a lot.
So you think these are ratchet then?
No, yours look good. But I also get like dry peelies around them. And I was like, I don't want to have crusty nails.
I usually always have like a ton of those.
So I was like, I need to do something.
So you get acrylic nails, even though they will impact how well you do your job.
Not how well I do it.
I don't know.
Whether I get hurt or not.
I think some are worse, actually.
Okay, well.
I guess the risk of getting hurt is...
slightly higher.
Well, point being they look good, and that it's 2021, and it's a new year for new nails and new people and new relationships.
New relationships?
Yeah, you've like moved on.
No, I haven't.
So let me explain. So she works at the shoe store, as she previously mentioned. And I think last podcast she didn't work at the shoe store.
That was like 3 months ago. 4 months ago. That was a long time ago. I think I just started working there.
Oh. Well, frankly, it's kind of really just negatively, I feel like, just kind of, at least for my mental health, it's kind of just been downhill ever since, because...
Do you genuinely feel that way?
You know, I can't really function without this girl in my life, and with her being independent women, I can't really, function as well. because she's just gone doing better things like working at a shoe store. She bought a shoe rack for Christmas, and
I got a shoe rack.
it just really was the final nail in the grave. Have you seen what's the movie? She's fake laughing because she's being filmed.
That was funny. I laugh all the time. I laugh all the time.
Have you seen the movie? Oh, it has like Mr. Scrooge. There's like three Christmas evil dudes.
Yeah, Christmas Carol.
It's like animated.
Uh-huh.
It's like Polar Express vibes.
Yes. And you think they're real as a child, and then you find out they're not.
Yeah, that we should watch that. When it's
I really
Christmas.
wanted to watch it, actually.
You should have said, because I forgot about it. I really like that movie.
That's a good movie.
I remember really liking it.
It scared me when I was little, though. It really scared me.
Why I bring this up is because when I said it's the final nail in the grave, you know, at the end, there's like the death dude.
Yeah.
That is so sick.
It scared me.
It was so
bad,
scary, but it was so like that inspired me.
Did it really?
When like the Santa dude turns into the death dude, and he's like this like black cloak, and I got some artistic inspiration. 'Cause I always really dug dudes like that, or like the Grim Reaper, that thing. Like that was like, oh, that was my everything.
You and Jackson are so much alike. I think it's so funny.
Like Grim Reaper. Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
A long time ago when I was like 4.
Okay, well, there's these guys with these like really cool, kind of spiky metal. I don't know what they're called. Spiky metal like hands. I guess they're just normal hands, but they have these. They're like these spiky gloves. Are really cool. They ride horses and they are like all black, like cloaks and stuff. But yeah, anyways, that's what I thought of when I said final nail in the grave or whatever.
I remember in 4th grade, for like our Christmas party before Christmas break. Do you remember like doing those? What? Well, yeah, we watched that movie, but I believe it was the Muppet version of it, and all 3 of the 4th grade teachers dressed as each of the like, what are they called?
Dudes?
Like Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future.
Yeah,
And literally one of
dudes.
the teachers was like the future one, you know, like the creepy one. And she wouldn't even talk. She would just like point to things. But that was like super.
He like points.
He doesn't talk.
Yeah,
and I remember being like, dude, she is taking this so seriously. She had like chains around her neck. I was like, dude, that's kind of freaky. But yeah,
That's a little
that
scary.
was. No, it was just frightening. It was frightening.
For 4th grade, yeah.
Yeah, but it was really fun. I really liked. 4th grade was really good for me. I liked it. I grew a lot.
From learning about the pioneers.
No, just like mentally. I remember I used to always call out like sick because my anxiety made me so sick. And so my teacher, she made like goals for me.
Okay, we're segueing into therapy now. So let's talk about this.
No.
So why do you think you had a lot of anxiety in 4th grade? Was it the fact that you were talking about pioneers so much? Maybe his teacher dressing up as dude from Future? Was it that?
No, this was before then. And that wasn't even my teacher.
I thought that was 4th grade.
Yeah, but it was at the beginning of the year.
When you had anxiety?
When I would make myself sick. Yeah.
Well, I apologize. But...
Next question.
Okay.
If you guys haven't seen my YouTube videos, you should check them out. Chilling Sadie. He does this a lot. Next question.
You haven't posted in a while.
I know. Here's the thing. I film videos, like you know this. I film them, and I just don't like how they turn out. And so I don't post.
Do you think you're a perfectionist?
A wee bit. Do you see that?
Sorta, yeah. You're wearing a turtleneck, so They're always a little on edge.
Oh. It's cute though. Thank you.
Steve Jobs wore a turtleneck. He's probably the most on-edge guy to ever live, so... Do you know who Steve Jobs is?
Yeah,
This isn't me. Okay.
I remember you always called me Steve Jobs, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And then you told me, and you're like, you don't know who Steve Jobs is? And then he was like, he's the owner of Apple.
It's like, I don't want to be that guy, but... It's like, you didn't have Bach.
You always say that, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like... I always thought those were kind of common people to know. But anyways... Next question. What are your goals in 2021, Jill? Don't say work at a shoe store, because I'm just so done with that story of your life. Like, the day that place just gets blown up from
What if I'm in there?
a pipe bomb that I definitely don't plant, will be the day I praise the Lord. Jesus Christ.
I'm not really one of those people that I'm like, New Year, new me.
I'm not really one of those people. Why are you doing that? What is that? I'm not really one of those people. You're like Trisha. I'm not really one of those people.
Why would you compare me to her? But I genuinely am not. I'm not one of those people who is like, makes new goals for the new year. But I was like thinking about it. I was like, I genuinely just want to keep like...
Don't say your job. Don't say your job.
No.
Good. I don't want
like,
to keep it either.
I do want to keep my job. Keep like hyping myself up. I feel like I've done a really good job towards the end of this past year.
Did that just get butter?
Yeah.
When I was hanging out with Elise, like 2 years, what?
Okay.
Not
That's
to interrupt.
funny. No,
I don't
yeah,
want to rain
okay.
on your parade. I was wearing these really, really tight blue skinny jeans. I still have them, I think.
Oh.
And I really like them.
Because you're a ladies' man.
I really like them. And they were kind of new, and I just wanted to, look nice and wear these cool, tight jeans. And apparently that means I'm a ladies' man, but at least I don't work at a shoe store.
Why? Okay. I want you to know that he always hates my job, but it's really good for me, and I love that. So.
Next question. So I go see her, and there's a lot of context to this girl and blah, 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 but she was like my crush, right? No beef. This was like 3 years ago.
She had zero relevance.
I didn't know she existed, and she was like off in 9th grade, 8th grade land.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's so weird to think about.
Just whatever, vandalizing stalls with...
I never did that.
So, it's at this park, and there's this stadium thing. I don't know what it's called, but there's these like steps where people can like chill. It's where they do Zumba.
Is this like in the canyon?
Sarah,
Oh.
I think. And I sit down, and this was right after seeing her, and all the people, there was a group of people, and they move onto this kind of auditorium thing so they can play 3 Truths and a Lie. That was my first time playing that game, and unfortunately it was not the last. It was a really stupid game, but besides the point,
Truths and a lie.
I sit down, and the button, boom, it's like boom, quack, bop. I'm like, holy frick. And this was already a really high stress situation.
Was Elise still there?
And people were looking, and it was just like, who's this guy? And, the first impression mattered a lot to me. Because I was trying to get tied with this girl.
Get the girl.
Yeah, get the girl. And looking back, I really, really felt. But it's...
Was she still there?
She walked off, but this random dude, he saw it. And I was like...
Did he say
I was
anything?
just so embarrassing. I was just so embarrassed.
Did he say anything?
No. I was just so embarrassed. and I can't really convey the intensity of the situation or the true embarrassment, and it was just really difficult to get the button, back in the little slit because, it was just so tight. That sounds sus. What?
That was very sus. that whole little segment.
Slit, not slut, babe.
Slit's a gross word.
And the tight little slit. Anyways, do you want to go on with... You were talking about 4th grade or something?
No, I was talking about my goals for this year. I just want to continue to be nice to myself and correct myself when I say bad things about myself. And do some school. Lots of school.
Why haven't you done that yet? I know this isn't therapy, but it's like we're like 10 days in 2021.
I know. I don't know. I talked to my mom about it today again. So.
We don't have to talk about this now.
Yeah, that's my goal. And to keep working because I love my job. You remember what?
She digs it. She digs into it more and more. As the more she has the job, it's like the bigger the hole gets. It's just creating this big slit in the relationship, frankly.
I genuinely don't think it's affecting the relationship that much. But you obviously have other feelings towards it.
Doesn't matter. I remember texting you what your goals were for 2021. I feel like you said more than that.
Not really. I remember just mostly just self-love, which I feel like everybody has that goal, so I don't feel like it's that special. Henry's goals are a lot more efficient, but
I've never, I don't know. You just I read somewhere, probably on Instagram, and it was really, what are you doing? And it said, this body is travels you through the universe. It said something like that. And I was like, well, that's kind of dumb, but...
What do you mean?
It's through the universe. What was that even like?
Not the universe. No, I think that's...
But it said the universe.
That's...
But the point being, I was like, you're stuck with this body, so it's who cares? Just like it. I don't know.
It's not that easy, though, for a lot of people.
Truly, here's my... I don't know, That's truly my advice, and I don't know why people care so much.
And I feel like everybody's had, different experiences, too.
Everyone loves good. I love looking good. I know when I look good. I know when I look bad. But it's okay. It's just that's that. It's I don't need to look like Mr. Hottie Body every day. And I don't. Those days are Mr. Hottie Body level. So maybe 1 in a million.
No.
But
I think that...
But I understand that people have a hard time.
Yeah.
Because comparing, I don't compare myself to others. And I feel like everyone else, this isn't me being pretentious. I feel like a lot of people just do that.
Oh, 100%. I think a lot of people, it's also the people that they're around that also, affects it. There's a lot of, toxic...
Well, the people you're around are
I'm around good people right now, actually.
The people you have been around for most of your life kind of spazzes. But, no, yeah, the people you're around. Sure, I'm around Jones and David, and they don't care, so it just, works. It's I don't think we've ever once had beef.
I don't think personally the people that I've been around have affected my self-confidence, a lot. But I know that a lot of people, that's a big thing for them.
Self-love, though, yeah. My thing, if we're going to be, self-love, it's not, the physical. It's I could care less, dude. Who... it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna just be chill, chill and good friends with myself. That's what I think is more important. Like, I'm gonna laugh at stupid stuff I do, or, it's just like,
Yeah, it's
I
important
make
not
a
to take
friendship
yourself
with
too
myself.
seriously.
Make a friendship with myself and know myself very well, which arguably is much, I don't know, I think it's more important.
I think that's very important, yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't even think about that because they're just like, I need to look good and I need to have good confidence. It's like, it's important, yeah. But maybe that's why, I'm a self-conscious, unconfident wreck. That's a joke, guys. I don't think I'm a wreck or self-conscious. Definitely not self-conscious. Maybe self-conscious about, maybe the one physical thing is when you said the hairline, I was like, okay, that's a little, it's like a rip. Of course I want my girlfriend.
That was a joke.
No, that was not.
Yes, it was.
No, don't.
It was.
Don't.
It was.
It definitely was not.
It was.
It definitely, no, it's okay that you're like trying to do that, but
I don't hate it. It doesn't bug me. What?
Okay. Doesn't bug her. I don't know if I should keep talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to talk about your goals, yeah.
My goals. My goals? Tell you plebs out there without goals. It's me flexing on you. Camera's like directly at me, so. Does that get all the attention? I'm an attention slut. I think just, yeah, getting things done, really, and being a productive member of society. That does not mean working at a shoe store. Doing stuff that's productive that improves my being.
It does improve my being.
Yeah,
you know what?
are
I'm
learning
gonna have
important skills.
I am.
My skills are different. That's what I'm saying.
I
could care less
We'll
about
talk
talking to random strangers,
It builds up a lot of social skills, and I feel like I have a lot of very good social skills that will come in handy.
Well, if you're being a haircut person, yes. So that is good. You are on a good path.
I think literally anywhere it's important to have that.
Yeah, but my social skills are adequate, and I'm fine with that. I think, I
don't know. I feel like I'm pretty successful in what I'm doing right now. I like it. I'm good at it.
But I'm looking at the grand scheme. I'm not gonna settle for working at a shoe store for the rest of my life. I'm not saying you're doing that, but the way you just talked about it sounded like you were just gonna be a manager of a shoe store. Which
make a lot of money.
But that's, to me, a life that means I lost. If I'm a manager of a shoe store, I lost. That's how I view that.
Okay.
I love you if you're a manager of a shoe store. But I just don't want to do that. Yeah.
I don't hate working in retail. I like it.
Do you want to work for retail your whole life?
No.
No? It's a safe environment. If you want to, go ahead.
No, I want to go into cosmetology or something like that, but...
That's a toxic business, I've heard.
It's a competitive business.
Which means it's toxic, basically. It's like jazz.
Yeah.
And anything.
But I don't hate working retail. I really like it. Holiday's rough, but other than that, I really like it. And I think I'm very lucky to have the coworkers that I have because I feel like it's so important to like who you work with. It makes it a lot.
Anyways, the Capitol kind of got invaded. And I'm saying this for documenting purposes. Because I guess this podcast is now a historical archive of American events. Which kind of is, because the last podcast, which was 4 months ago, we talked about, there's some, was it the first, the camera just turned off 1 second. there was the debate or whatever that happened, and we talked about that, and we talked about politics, and I always, whenever I played back that podcast, I never, like, just listened to the full thing, like, that's a little dumb, but whenever I would just skip to a random part, it would always be me being like, well, Trump has actually done good things, and I'm like, what? I don't even know where I was going with that. I've never supported a single thing he's done, and I don't know of any good thing that he's done. And maybe he has done good things, but I just don't know about it. Do you think Trump has done anything good?
No. I genuinely hate him.
I genuinely hate him too. That was me teasing you, but I love you, so it's okay. She's a little salty because I don't like that she works at a shoe store. It's okay. So the Capitol got raided by the Make America Great Again people of America. What?
No, sorry.
And they all look like characters from Duck Dynasty. Do you know what Duck Dynasty is?
Yeah. Have you seen the video of the girl that was like, I got maced? Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, there was a girl at the protest that was like, I got maced, like, blah, blah, blah. But she had an onion in a towel and she was rubbing it on her eyes.
Saw a video of a girl being like, they wouldn't let me in to the Capitol, and she was like crying.
Where she was like, it's a revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had an onion in the towel.
So that's the same person?
Yeah. I hate her.
I didn't know she got maced.
She didn't.
She almost got maced?
No, she claimed that she got maced, but she was using an onion to make it look like she got maced. In the video, you can literally see an onion in her towel, and she's rubbing it on her eyes.
That's great. Yeah, there were some very cool photos, though, taken, which I really would hope could go in some history book somewhere, because there were some pretty crazy ones. But frankly, it's like, 4 days later or something, and it's like, this didn't really change anything. It's like Black Lives Matter protests. We thought it would end the world, but nothing really changed. Am I wrong? Besides, like, awareness.
I think that's very important to have awareness.
Awareness without change or action is pointless. There's a fire in Australia. If the whole world knows about it but doesn't do anything, what's the point?
Because those are literally lives. They matter.
But I can't stop people in Australia, like, burning to death from the fire.
No, but you can stop
the people
being racist.
in Australia, they need to worry about that. They need to be...
But Black Lives Matter protests, no matter who you are, you can change being racist.
I don't think an Instagram reposting saying Black Lives Matter on your story is going to change someone who is racist, whether they know it or not, from being not racist.
That's fair.
I think they'll be like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. I'm trying to look from the perspective of a racist person. I like to think I'm not racist. But yeah, I don't think it actually changes that much. But probably some people were like, oh, yeah, like I'm sure it did change a lot of people's thoughts, especially with George Floyd dying. I would hope that would make people realize, like, frankly, that there's racist like people, but also the American, just everything is kind of messed up.
Yeah, the system, yeah.
Frankly, I think it's more, I don't know.
I don't know. I know for me personally, like, I want to use my voice, and if I can be like, this is wrong, and I don't believe that this should be a thing, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to let people know that I'm not okay with it.
Yeah. And, like, I can respect that. And, like, I don't really ever do that. But if I were to all 100 followers that I have, I don't think it would change anything. I'm talking about, like, Instagram, because that's what, like, awareness is now, is reposting things to your story. Do you think that? Because I don't think you're telling anyone, like, in person, like, all these things.
I definitely do.
Give me an example.
I have conversations with people all the time about Black Lives Matter and all the things that are messed up with our country right now.
But have you, like, told someone something they didn't know? Because that's, like, spreading awareness. If you're talking to people who already know about everything, you know? I'm trying to, like, find an example of you, like, yeah,
No, and people know
effectively
these
spreading
things,
awareness.
But people know these things because people post these things.
And because Target's burned down and that gets on national television.
Because of media.
Because the Target burned down.
And it was shared through media.
Yeah, but the point is that the Target burned down.
I didn't know, like, from Google that Target burnt down. I knew from Instagram stories. That's how I know.
Target burned down, and the Target. Who cares about Target really? It's more of everything else. That was like, I don't see the point of this. I think that is a problem, because if you look up Black Lives Matter on Google, the usage of the word, it pops up every single time there's an election and goes straight back down. And I don't want to say it's a trend, but
no, it's right.
But it's
right.
a trend.
It should be talked about.
But it shouldn't be a white girl trend where people post really cutesy, artsy, like, why George Floyd shouldn't have died, like, things. You know what I'm talking about. The white girl, like, feminist pages. Or the dude,
it's so
the dude with the rainbow
about.
eye. Do you know those? There's, like, the one with the, like, rainbow.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I, like, really don't like any of those. I think I disagreed with every single, like, one of those I've ever seen.
You disagree that you can't choose to be queer?
Choose to be queer? I thought the thing was that you are born.
You are born. That's why I'm saying you can't choose.
You just said you can choose.
I said
you literally
you
just said
disagree
you can
that
choose.
you can't choose. That's what I said.
I heard can.
Well, I said can't.
Okay.
So.
Well then, no.
That is what that is about.
Choose.
That's what that is about.
I think some people do choose, but that's not the point. Because, going back to the trend, being bi is definitely trendy. And I'm not saying every bi person's following a trend. No, it's a super small portion. I'm sure it's a very small portion. I'm just saying, I'm just roasting that small niche of people that just hop onto Black Lives Matter because it's a trend. Like,
and it's morally right.
I hate that. Yeah, it's morally right. It doesn't mean it's still a trend. But then you will be like, well, if it's a trend, that means it'll get more, like, attention.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong? There's a reason.
There is a reason, Trisha. Trisha, this is toxic. Continue. And we're done. Cut. Go on.
There's a reason why these things are being posted, and there's a reason why it's getting word out. And if you do not agree with Black Lives Matter, not you specifically, but people in general,
I agree with Black Lives Matter. That's not.
No, I'm saying people in general. That is a you problem, and I genuinely think you need to fix yourself. These are human lives, and I think it's so important that the Black Lives Matter protests are going on.
I think, I'm sure some are going on right now.
Yeah,
but
because it needs it. In 2021, like, I don't want people to be like, Black lives don't matter anymore. It's over.
I don't think people think that, but I think
But
people
nobody's,
think
like, I feel like not enough people are still talking about it. Like, there are still so many people that are being discriminated against.
Okay, so calm down, right? So talking about Black Lives Matter. I think it, like, completely calmed down.
Not completely. A lot of people have calmed it down. I myself haven't.
the vast majority of people, I think, calmed down. Talking
I
about it.
don't think that.
That
All
doesn't
of my
mean they don't
stories
think it's
still
important.
Still have it. I feel like that it's calmed down a little bit, but I feel like
If you're talking about let's talk about
be-
the real protests. Those have calmed down, and
the real protests. What does that even mean?
the real, not the Instagram, like the protests of Black Lives Matter.
There's still protests of Black Lives Matter going on.
Yes, but they are not in media as much, and no, nothing's burning down, and it's much less of a. In the media right now is the Capitol, in American. It's like, I'm just saying, media-wise, right? And then the problem with trends, this is a big point, is that they do calm down, And the point is that
I agree with
Black
that.
lives always matter, and it's not a trend. They don't matter for a bit. That's the problem with trends, I think.
I agree with that. I agree that that does mean that
I think I might have just gotten my point across. Oh my gosh, that took a while. This podcast is stupid. I hate it.
Same.
Okay. I didn't actually mean that.
Me neither.
You're cute. 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 Okay, I'll stop finessing you. That's a better word. Is that it? Like, I mean, what did we... Okay, we talked about the freaking goals. We talked about the freaking Capitol. And how the dude with the horns... I heard the guy, you saw the photo of the guy on
Who's holding
Nancy Pelosi's desk?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, doing that. He got prison today.
Did he?
I think it's today.
I knew that people are literally losing their jobs because they participated in that protest.
Yeah, it's, everyone's like vlogging it and like they're just all very...
They're flexing something so genuinely disgusting.
They're flexing something that'll just get them put in prison, Sorry. Jeez, you have a podcast starting. Jeez. I thought you were good at podcasting. That was a self-deprecating joke because someone texted me and my phone was silent. Anyways, yes, I agree. It's just kind of flexing something that's...
Gross.
Really dumb. But obviously everyone that was there is a little psychotic and morally in the wrong and a part of a cult.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Trump. Trump getting banned from like all the social media, dude. So good.
That's very good.
Are you okay?
There's people... Yeah, I'm fine. There's people that are like...
What is that?
Nothing. There's people that are talking about how it's like, this is like going against like his like rights. I'm like,
Going against whose rights? Oh.
Trump's. And I'm like, it is literally, and they're like, this is like, they're talking about how the government shouldn't be allowed to do this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not the government doing it. Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, etc. has the choice on who gets to post and who doesn't. And he literally caused an entire freaking protest, a violent protest, literally a riot at the Capitol building.
No,
so.
that's not a protest. They call it domestic terrorism, Jill. There were pipe bombs.
I know, that definitely was a terrorist attack.
Yeah, those were protests. Yeah, let's use the proper nomenclature. Yeah, I think that's awesome though.
I know, I support that.
Did you know Mike Pence, he was the one to call in the National Guard? It wasn't Trump.
I know, and then Trump posted a video and he is like, and then I decided to call in the National Guard.
Trump's,
No, sir, you did not.
Yeah.
You did not.
Of his close people, everyone's like going against him. It's kind of just funny.
I know.
Even like when the vice president is like, we need to go on the National Guard, which the vice president doesn't really do that.
And that should have been done earlier, in my opinion. But,
yeah, Biden talked before Trump. That says a lot. I saw Biden when he talked live. It was awesome.
Trump isn't going to the, what is it called? Caucasian. Is that what it's called?
Glockination.
No.
Yeah, the inauguration.
Inauguration. He's not going. He's boycotting it.
He's boycotting the eggnog. You messed me up. Inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how that works, but it doesn't surprise me. I like to invite in. I was watching, so the H3 podcast, they were going live as this was happening for a normal episode, but then this was happening, so they completely changed it, and they watched everything going on live. So I had the H3 podcast up on my main monitor. On my side monitor, I had, like, the news. This was right after your mom said. That's how I figured this out. Was your mom.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen, like, what's going on? And you're like...
Yeah, just after my sax lesson, I'm just chilling. Which I really wish, because it stressed me out, and, you know. But...
yeah, 2021, it's already crazy, guys.
Yeah, 2021, off to a great start. But I got a lot of practicing in this week.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Did you... Nothing, no.
Did I get a lot of work in? No, I didn't.
I wasn't going to say that, babe. Babe, I wasn't going to say that. That's toxic.
Yeah, guys, so...
That's toxic. Oh, she's done. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap. Any other American politics or things to discuss about 2021? I look forward to the new year. Let's do this once a month. Can we just do this once a month?
Yeah, let's do it.
Like... I put that in my notes for, like, for 2021 things, like, let's do this more.
I'd like that. Let's do it.
Would you actually like that?
I would.
Okay, we'll talk off camera and see if you actually like it. But, on camera, she says...
once a month, guys.
She actually likes it. Once a month. And then we'll get very big. What's the goal for the end of the year? Like 10 followers? 20 followers?
20 subscribers. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, we post these on our YouTube. Yeah, we gotta advertise. Advertising's hard, man.
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
But guys, thanks. I feel like this is a pretty heated episode, so...
I don't know. There has to be some stuff that gets gotta come on. The whole, like, no. Like, right?
Yeah. We love you guys. The, like, 3 people that watch us. And, Mom, if you're listening to this on Spotify, I love you.
Hi, babe boy.
Bye.